welcome to the Nerd Variety podcast. I am today's choice person. I chose the topic. I'm Hayden, and joining me today we have Josh.
Woo! It's Josh. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah. And Matt.
We in the building. What's up?
Yeah. So today's topic, we're going to talk about video game adaptations. So that's not like adaptations or video games that are adaptations of something. It's the opposite way. It's video or movies, TV shows, maybe even books or comic books, if we have some examples of that, that are adaptations of video games. So what do we want to start with? Either of you got something you want to start with?
Well, I can start. The Witcher series. The Witcher is a video game that I've always been interested in, and like I've only played bits and pieces of, but I loved it. So when that Netflix series came out, man, I was blown away. I loved it. It got a little heavy really fast, but I mean, I pushed through it. It got to the point where I had to like stay away from it for a couple of days because I was like, man, that's pretty wild. But
it was episode 3, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah, it was episode 3, and you know exactly which scenes I'm talking about.
But,
yes.
The Witcher isn't an adaptation of the game; it's an adaptation of the books.
Yeah. Hayden's right there.
Yeah. I forgot about that. But then once you started mentioning it, Hayden, I was like, oh yeah, it's books first.
Yeah. But I feel like Henry Cavill probably did his best to match the energy from the games. I'm sure he beat all of the game. He played all the games all the way through, beat them 100%. so just so he could play Gerald.
Yeah, I think they're it's Geralt. But
Geralt, excuse me.
I think I don't know.
Here's one that I always think about too is the Resident Evil series.
Oh yeah. There you go.
The Resident Evil series.
Yeah.
Oh
how
the movies
how it went
are
from
like
games. Yeah, the games, and then the movies. I played 1 or 2 of the games, and then at the time, like they were too heavy for me. I wasn't into thriller and horror like I am now. So like I only played bits and pieces of like the first 2, and then was like, nope. But then the movies came out, and I was all into the movies for some reason.
Yeah.
I watched every single one. I've watched every single one of the movies, and back then they were all right. But watching them now, I'm like, why? This is not all that great.
It was peak 2000s entertainment.
It was.
That's what it was.
Absolutely.
Yep. Dominated. That was the standard for entertainment for that decade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It was definitely fun to. I watched a few of them that they were on HBO Max. Because I still have like 1 or 2, the last one or the next to last one that I need to watch to finish out. But I know the first 2 were really good with the whole mystery intrigue, and then the second one with the zombie apocalypse in the major city, and then I think the other ones are just more of like hey, let's feature like more of zombies that are more creatures that are in the games and just have them featured in the movie along with something that is along with our own plot that we're making up.
Yep.
Yeah. But definitely.
I haven't watched one since the early 2000s, but I do want to play. I do want to play the reboots though. That's something I actually want to sit down and go through all of them up to.
You mean like the remakes?
Yeah, the remakes. Yes, I want to play them.
The
games.
The Resident Evil 4 remake is on its way, and it looks really good.
Yeah, I want to play that one and then go all the way up to Village,
Yeah, Village
which is
is really
8.
cool. They just released the Winter's DLC expansion
Nice.
for it. So I haven't had a chance to get that yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
I got some more, but I'll let y'all go ahead and come back in later because I'm curious to see what y'all got.
Okay. Josh, do you want to go next?
I can. Y'all might know which one I'm gonna talk about.
I assume I know.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, yeah, I
Yeah,
should have known. I should have
yeah.
known.
Not the
Which,
show?
well, it does have. Well, I mean, I happen to have a comic that I picked up, a few years ago. It's a, which they have like Marvel's been releasing, and I'm talking about Halo, by the way, if you couldn't tell from the Gregorian chant. But I do have a Halo comic, but they do have a lot of authors picked up like storylines from the games and like found like little part gaps in the timeline and like wrote books and stories about like what were Master Chief and Cortana doing, or what was the UNSC doing between the events of Halo 1 and 2, or what happened between Halo and 3 and 4. What happened, and even there's a Forerunner trilogy that talks about what happened before the rings were fired. So the books have been pretty good, the ones that I've read. I just like them going into that ancient, like talking about like ancient civilizations, and just how it's fun reading about like Chief fighting aliens versus what playing against him and killing aliens. So those have been good. There's not been a lot of screen stuff besides there's been like one or two movie adaptations of some of the storylines, and there's also been the Paramount Plus Halo series, which a lot of people are kind of divided on. I've watched a few episodes, and it's okay. It's they're definitely taking things in their own direction, but it's they put a lot of money into it.
I know that Forward Onto Dawn movie was great. I liked it.
Yeah, it was really good. I like that little prequel tale. Definitely, gave some that kind of that mystery and intrigue that they could. I guess they didn't want to, put the aliens on full blast, but it was cool to see them as like a side threat. And I love seeing how they adapt the weapons and like the vehicles and stuff. Because when you see them in the game, it's like, oh, they fit in my hand, I can use them, whatever. But when you see their like real life counterparts, they're like, these things are freaking huge. Like the assault rifle is as long as my body, and like these alien weapons are as big as my head. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try to finish the Halo series and see where it goes. That's one that's sometimes the translation is not as easy as as it is with taking something from a book, or uh, taking something from a book, which a lot of things are based off of, or if it was a straight comic book adaptation. So yeah, that's my one. Hayden, do you have one, or
Yeah,
thoughts
I have several.
or have thoughts on ones we've mentioned?
I have too many of my own, so I'm just gonna start with that. And I'm sorry, my chair keeps dipping. It's really annoying. So what made me think of this is the I don't know if you keep track of the video game awards, but they did the
I
nominees.
used to.
Yeah, they just did the nominees like last week or something, or maybe it was even earlier this week. And one of the categories is the best adaptation of a video game, and
Ooh.
there's two that are going to be really close ties with each other, I'm sure, because it depends on how you perceive it and how you want to vote. Like what exactly you're voting for, how specific. So one is Arcane,
Mm.
the League
Oh
of
yeah.
Legends.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I keep
yeah.
forgetting that's
Yeah, me too.
yeah, yeah.
Arcane was freaking amazing.
It
I
was
Which
so
love that.
good.
is
And
wonderful.
I can't it's hard to remember that it's based off League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the
yeah.
thing.
Or
It's a great show, but is it a great adaptation because it doesn't really reflect the game?
it
But
reflects the
it's
games
supposed to
as
be like a
in
prequel, ain't it?
Yeah, kind
yeah,
of.
yeah, it establishes those like the hero characters or what are they called, Hayden? The like those chief
Legends.
yeah, the legend characters. It's supposed to it establishes them in the world that they're, I guess, from their origins and just kind of I guess builds up to where, they are in the games. I don't know
Yeah.
how far apart they are, but Jinx is a spoilers for Arcane. Jinx is a teenager in the events of Arcane, where and then as you see her in League of Legends, she's an adult. She's a full adult. Um,
Yeah.
Well, the other one, oh, I'm sorry, Matt, were you about to say something?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was just agreeing with Josh. Like Jinx, you see her as a child and then going into teenagehood, and it's wild. And the storytelling is
mhm.
absolutely amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I
I
caught
was
myself
a little
rewatching it the other
hesitant.
day.
I was a little hesitant to get into it because I know nothing of League of Legends. So and me and Josh had talked me into watching it. And once I started it, I got hooked, and I was like, okay, this is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if I knew what it was about. Uh, I think I had inklings. Okay, this is linked to League of Legends, but it seems like it's just like its own like thing. So let's just see where it goes. And yeah, the story just grabbed me, and the animation grabbed me, and the music. Everything was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the one that it's really majorly up against is Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Ah,
Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, okay. That
Because,
so
sorry, what?
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, is that a
it's a
series?
Netflix show.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
Netflix
okay,
series.
okay. I think in my head I was confusing it with another
It's an anime.
uh Blade Runner with Blade Runner or
Blade
something like
Runner
that.
Black Lotus?
Yeah, I think because I know there's so many like
That was the
adaptations of
anime for
there's so many like
Blade Runner.
animated adaptations, and I was just like trying to fit them together.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I haven't played Cyberpunk yet, but I hear like they did a good job of revamping the game.
Side note, um, sort of speaking of the game, I just bought a PlayStation 5 the other day. So
Lucky you.
Congratulations! Round of applause.
Congratulations.
If we could insert sounds that we would put a round of applause here.
Josh,
Yep.
if you wanna come over, I would extend this offer to you, Matt, but you're kind of far away.
Yeah.
If
Eventually,
you-
when I come up there and visit, we'll
yeah.
make it happen.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, Josh, if you wanna come up or if you wanna come over and visit sometime, you can play.
Well, actually, Trevor has one. Did you know?
Oh, what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, screw you.
I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I
I'm
can
next,
play.
dang it.
Okay, Matt, if you want to come up and play,
How about I just come play both? I'll play Trevor's and yours. How about that?
you know what? How about you just play Trevor's then? Fine. If Trevor's just so much better.
I didn't say that. I said I would play both. I'm being fair.
I mean, why not? I mean, I want to play this PS5. I'll play this PS5 instead of,
Anyway,
I just want to play a PS5. I don't care
That-
who's.
I mean, you'll get a well-rounded like opinion of how it feels, and you'll be a very informed buyer when it comes time for you to get one.
yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, if you haven't seen it, it's really good. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's not necessarily as good as Arcane as a show,
Mm.
but it's more faithful of an adaptation as the world is so realized in the anime as it is in the game, and you get like there was a whole crossover thing too where you can go visit the characters' homes and stuff, and a lot of those locations in the game that are from the show, and get their weapons and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So it's
nice.
probably, if you consider that more what an adaptation is, like if that's how you're rating an adaptation, then Cyberpunk does it better. But I think otherwise, Arcane is probably a better show. Of course, there was also the Cuphead show.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that one. I love
what
the Cuphead show.
Yeah,
It's great. It's great.
I liked it. I haven't finished it yet. I'm not fully
I
caught
haven't-
up, I guess, because there's like 2 or 3
I haven't
seasons.
finished. Yeah, I haven't finished season 2, and season 3 is about to come out, I think, next week.
Yeah, I'm caught up on season 1 and 2. Season 3 is coming out soon. But it's such a fun show. I really like their 20s/30s Brooklyn, or they're just their accents. The way they pronounce words, and just the that old Fletcher animation style.
Yeah.
And just the humor is just on point.
Yeah. And there's 2 other ones that are nominated right now for this year, and they're both movies. One of them I haven't seen, and that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
It is freaking phenomenal. And that's coming. I'm being biased because I'm a huge Sonic fan. That was actually going to be my last one that I was going to mention, because I absolutely love Sonic, and I loved both the movies, especially the second one, because Knuckles is my favorite character out of all of them, other than Shadow. So it's like, I thought it was perfect. As far as the movie, as far as a movie adaptation of a video game, I thought it was perfect.
Were
Was
you
I what?
also an edgy teen?
Yes.
Edgy emo goth teen.
Somewhat, yes.
Obsessed with Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Especially that time he
Basically
started shooting people.
Yeah.
Basically the Vegeta of the Sonic universe.
Basically, yeah.
And anything related to Vegeta, anything relatable like Vegeta, I'm gonna relate to for some reason. I don't know why. All of the characters that are like that, I relate to. I relate to the edgy characters.
I related well too.
Yeah. Shadow was just like, this guy's cool. This guy's really cool. Like,
yeah.
He's like edgy, and like he didn't give a damn. Like,
yeah, he really don't give a damn.
He don't give a damn. He's got his own shit. Yeah. Sonic has been fun. I'm not saying like
game. I want
to play it so bad. Me too. I'm dying to play it.
I don't know about playing a Sonic game. I played Sonic 06, so I've been scarred for life.
It ruined you.
It ruined me.
I've heard this is the best 3D Sonic one so far, though.
Okay.
Just go back and play Sonic Adventure, Josh. Find a way to emulate it from the Dreamcast and just play that, and it'll wash away Sonic 06.
Or Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 is the better one, in my opinion.
I mean, well, is there anything that's out for the Xbox One that's, good? That's my question. Because I haven't, I don't have a way to emulate
Forces
anything right now.
isn't terrible.
Okay.
And there's the one that came out that's like got all the first 3 original games, and I think it's got Sonic and Knuckles on it too. That just came out. So you got that. So you
was that the one that was made by the fans?
I can't remember. I just remember seeing trailers for it, and I was like, "Ooh!"
It's not been something else, but
I'll see there's keeping track of some of them. Sorry, what?
Yeah, I'll see if there's an Xbox. There's like a something in the Xbox store, the Windows store for some of the Sonic games. I did love the advanced games that were for the Game Boy. I played those like nonstop.
Me and you still have to play Sonic Battle against each other.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do that. I feel like
you called me out, and I'm ready. I've been ready.
We missed our window, but if that's on Taylor's the Raspberry Pi that Taylor has, yeah, we'll get on it when I come down to visit.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, are you coming next week?
I'm still trying to figure out what our travel situation is going to be
Are we
like.
discussing this now in a podcast?
Matt wants all the
I
smoke.
mean,
Matt wants to smoke. He thinks
well,
he can get me, but no.
well, see, this is the thing. He challenged me like a year ago or something, and I have
I
not
feel like it was
forgotten.
longer than it. I feel like it was a while ago. Taylor said that thing for a hot minute.
It's been a minute, but he challenged me, and I love to. I don't mind a challenge, so it's been in the back of my mind. And since we were talking about Sonic, so it just popped up.
So let's get into Thanksgiving plans and
Well, I
Yeah.
just wanted to know. I wasn't gonna dive deep into it. I just wanted to know.
nah, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, like I'll give you a hard time, Matt, in Sonic Battle. Anyway,
Okay.
All right,
So
we'll see.
there are back to the movie adaptations from games. Sonic, we were talking about Sonic. I thought they were fun. They're not like amazing, movies because there's that mix of live action versus like CG.
Yeah, yeah,
at least
There-
they made the better Sonic.
yeah.
They changed him from the creepy looking thing.
Mhm.
And ugly Sonic still got his shine. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Chippendale movie.
yeah, which I still have to watch.
Yeah, I don't want to see Sonic. I don't want to see that Sonic again.
Yeah, me either.
I don't have any desire to.
Well,
Yeah.
the last movie that was on nominations, real quick, just to name it, was Uncharted,
Oh, okay.
which
Mm.
was fine. It
Yeah,
wasn't amazing. I don't think it will compete with Arcane or Edge Runners,
right.
but it was fine. It was a fun little blockbuster movie.
Yeah. That movie kind of threw me off a little bit because I felt like Mark Wahlberg would have played a better Nathan Drake than Tom Holland, but Tom Holland did okay. It was fine.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
I-
I think I could see that.
Yeah, I haven't
Because
seen it.
Nate's supposed to be grizzled. He's supposed to be like grizzled and older, but I
Yeah,
guess they needed a younger one to kind of push the story along. So
Yeah.
yeah.
but it was fine. It was decent.
That one had that was a mixed bag of nuts. I was like, I didn't want to see it because it's like, Holland's like Spider-Man, and they're gonna go ahead and cast him as Nathan Drake, so he'll be in like two Sony series. Like, come on, Sony, find somebody. You can find somebody else. But
Yeah,
Like you said, Matt, Mark Wahlberg would have been a good choice because of his look, but he's a little bit older. But so like I feel like Nathan is like somewhere between Holland and Wahlberg in like the age.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I'm not
I
sure if I
was
feel it.
I was so hesitant to watch it because the Uncharted games already play like a movie,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was like, we don't need it.
right. Yeah, I think there was some potential there. If they could tell do something somewhat different in the same style, but that's their
Yeah,
those are their hoops to jump through.
right. It
Yeah.
was, but it was an okay movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and we can't forget
But
the.
I
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Josh. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was like, we can't forget the OG Laura Croft the
Yeah,
Tomb Raider adaptations.
Those
yeah,
were good.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Even the reboots were decent for the games. Like, I don't know if they should do a reboot movie though for Tomb Raider because I mean,
Besides the one that exists already.
yeah,
oh wait, there was one. Yeah, I forgot about
yeah,
that.
It
yeah.
came out
I
in
didn't.
It came out in
I didn't.
18.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
even go see it. See.
yeah. I wanted to go check it out. I was like, okay, it's it's like
I saw it
the
in theaters.
Yeah, the actress they chose to play, you know, the new Laura looked like her, looked like the one from the new games, and it
Right.
was just like, oh, this is, you know, it's like, oh, check this out. Looks like it's grittier, you know, more realistic, Tomb Raider versus you know, Angelina Jolie's, you know, version.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't.
they did stuff in that movie that just bothered me. I remember thinking, this is stupid. Like, just it's one of those things where you just want to talk to the characters and just go, this is stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid, stupid.
Stop
Which,
being stupid.
don't be stupid.
A bridge freezer.
Yeah, yes,
Hayden,
yes.
Hayden said, "I'm going to bridge freeze on this movie. This movie is stupid."
Have let's see. I was gonna say work off. Also, if we're talking about adaptations of video games, we can't forget about the Mortal Kombat movies.
Oh,
Which one?
bro.
Because there's so
How
many
did?
now.
There's only 3.
There's 3.
They consider Legacies a movie.
The animated movies or
Oh
the
no,
No,
Legacies is that was that fan made? Was it Legacies fan made?
I don't know if it was fan made, but it was the live action shorts.
Yeah, I thought those were fan made, but those were really good though.
Yeah. And then
I
there
did.
are the animated ones as well
yeah,
Yeah,
that Warner Brothers
yeah, I
did.
forgot about the animated ones. A lot of
yeah, those
I
the
haven't actually
animated
seen
ones are
those.
good.
Yeah.
I saw the first one. I haven't seen the Sub-Zero one or
mhm.
the there's one more and I haven't
Yeah,
seen
Yeah,
there's
it yet.
like Scorpion and there's like Battle for the Realms or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
And
There's
then there's the
at,
Sub-Zero one.
yeah, yeah. There's at least 2 or 3, and they should all be on HBO Max.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check them out at some point.
How do you feel about the 2021 movie?
It,
I
it,
I don't want to say I hated it because I didn't, but there was a lot in it that bothered me. Like a
it was
lot.
yeah. It was a bit off. Good, like fun, but a bit off.
It was good, but there was just too
Yeah,
much to the story that didn't make sense. That stayed true to the source material.
yeah. There were some poor choices that I don't know why the studio made, but there were a lot of like really fun things too, like
Like I can.
that the fatality scene in
Oh
like
yeah. Oh,
with
in the fight pit with Kung
yeah,
Lao.
that was
Yeah,
that.
that was straight out of the video game, and I loved it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was straight out of I think 9, if not 10. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
love
think that's
that.
probably when they started getting more brutal, more brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They oh sorry.
The storytelling, like I understand giving them a reason to have superhuman abilities and shit, but like make them make sense. The
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
arcane, the whole
See,
arcane thing or
I don't
that thing.
care.
Arcana, yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
care that they made
that
it like so ridiculous and nonsense. That's just Mortal Kombat for you.
Yeah. Case in point,
yeah,
the first movie.
yeah. The second movie, oh god, just
I
no.
watched the second movie so much more when I was a kid. I loved it.
I loved the second movie as a kid too, but watching it now, I'm just like, no,
all the
why?
cringe, all the cringe.
Yeah, all the cringe.
Like
Literally all the cringe.
the shadow kick that Johnny Cage does at like the beginning was like
Yeah, yeah, it's just
and like
awful
grab
looking.
you.
Oh no, it was so bad.
But see, I do love the things like that, like the movies and the games play off each other because if you play in one of the games, I think it's 10. If you play as Goro versus Johnny Cage, or you play as Johnny Cage versus Goro, when they meet up and do their like dialogue against each other, Johnny says, "Hey, don't you owe me a pair of glasses?" And it's like, Yeah, they threw that in there. I like
Yeah.
that.
It's funny.
That little
Yeah.
Easter egg from the movie.
Yeah.
Because Goro broke Johnny's glasses, and he was like, "Yo, those were $500 glasses."
Yeah. Well, yeah, and maybe they'll. I don't know. I think there's a sequel in development, but
Yeah, there's a
well,
sequel in development. They're working on it right now, and
It
it's
would make sense. I was a little annoyed what they did to my girl Melina because she's my
yeah,
favorite of all time. And like I still liked her. She's just very different.
yeah. They didn't give her much either. I didn't like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
hope
should
they.
have. They should have given her way more.
Yeah, I hope they
Did
tweak some things.
we didn't
Because
even
it's
get
Mortal Kombat. They
Katana,
don't
did
have.
we?
I can't. No, I don't think so. I
We
think we
didn't
just saw
get.
her referenced. Like
We
we
didn't
saw
get.
like one of her weapons. I think that's all we saw.
Yeah, I think we saw a bunch of references to the main cast, and I didn't like the whole Cole being a Scorpion descendant either. That
Mm.
was weird.
Yeah. There's we'll
I
see
do
if
need
they
to
tweak things for the
I do
sequel.
need to rewatch that movie. I keep thinking about it. But I do really want to rewatch it at some point.
I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel
Yeah.
Yeah.
about rewatching it.
Well, another adaptation that's coming out, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Super,
The
Yep. The
second
trailer
one,
looks
right?
awesome.
yeah, just why Chris Pratt? Why God? Why
I think
him?
it'll be fine. It's just
Eh,
it's a bit jarring hearing Mario with like an actual voice like
Yeah.
that.
mm,
It
could
might work.
they could have chosen some other people, but we don't make these decisions. But the trailer did look good. It was
Yeah.
cool seeing Bowser. I am excited that Jack Black is voicing him.
I was gonna say Bowser's a badass.
Yes,
So
yes.
like that's gonna be cool to see.
Yeah. So okay, we're running out of time here. Do we real quick want to mention any upcoming things that we're looking forward to? I know you just said the Super Mario Brothers.
The Last of Us series that's about to
I
come
was
out.
gonna say the Last of Us series.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
looking forward to.
Yeah.
Gears of War is announced a Netflix animated series and a live action movie. So
Yes, sir. Let's go. I'm with it.
that's gonna be fun. It's gonna take me back to like playing those
Yeah.
games from like high school.
I just got through. Me and our buddy Taylor, we played Gears 4 because the New Day from WWE they're a downloadable, they're DLC. So we got to play as them and play it. And I was like, I freaking love this because I'm a huge
Nice.
wrestling nerd. So I
Nice.
freaking loved it.
Nice.
So I'm excited. I love the lore of Gears. So like that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Well, I don't really know of what else there is coming out at this point, but I'm looking forward to new stuff all the time. And of course, there are many other adaptations of things that we could spend how long time discussing. But
Oh yeah. Books to
we're gonna
movies would
have
be a
to-
good one for us to do.
Books
to movies would be a good one for us to do.
Yeah, that would be. I think we've done that before. We can revisit it for sure, though.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Part 2.
Yeah. So, I don't know what we're doing next week at this point. Again, this is a more loose, free-flowing kind of format that we're trying out now, but we always appreciate you listening to this episode. And we'll be back next time.
Yep. Until then,
Nerd out.
Nerd out.
Nerd out.